have Temperance. I'm laughing because Temperance has showed itself one way or another in all of these readings today. So yeah, there's a definite need for some sort of patience when it comes to this energy, and that's kind of just like collective energy, I guess. So I'm going to clarify all of these cards. Just give the deck another shuffle and we will just clarify these cards. Let's clarify this Fortitude card, the Strength card. What does Fortitude mean? We have the Two of Wands. Clarify the Wheel of Fate. The Six of Coins in reverse. And the Tower. Let's clarify this Tower. What is the Tower telling us in this reading? Your card shot out. Let me just get it. The Hanged Man. Yeah. Let's just clarify Temperance and then we'll look at all of it together. The Lovers. Okay, it's beautiful. Okay, so there's really no doubt in my mind here looking at this that this person has very, very strong feelings for you. This person feels like you were sent into their lives for a reason. And I think if you've had that feeling about this person, then you're definitely on the same page about that. That feels like the energy that's being reciprocated in this reading. This feels almost like it feels fated in a way. If you kind of like, if you can get down with that concept of fate, it feels like something that was predestined. It feels like something that holds a really important meaning in this person's life. So it might have a lot to do with how they're meant to develop as a person or something like that. They view it kind of as like a bigger picture, and that could have something to do with the way the two of you met. It might have seemed like this big explosion, like big lightning bolts or something. It could have just been the feeling that you had, that both of you had in this connection, or it could have been that you met in some way that it felt like this has to be, like this had to be orchestrated, this had to have been planned, this has to be for a reason. They definitely feel that way. I'm looking at this and I'm realizing every single card that came out like in the top row of the spread, which is the main energy, is from the Major Arcana. So this really gives me an indication of how strong the energies are that are present here. This means that the feelings in this connection are very strong, and I think that they are definitely reciprocated, because the strength that I'm picking up from these cards are, it's energy that would have to be coming from both sides. It's not just the strength, it's really, this really tells me about any kind of challenges that have gone on in this connection or with this person in the past previous to this connection. It kind of lets me know, like, they've been long-standing issues. So this might be someone who's coming to this connection with a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot to heal from. And it feels, oh, that's kind of circling me back to this idea that somehow this connection has felt fated in some way to this person, and I think to you too. So I think that might be why. I think there's a lot of hurt present here, and there could be a lot that this person has known that they need to heal from, and a lot that they've been trying to overcome, and somehow you coming into their life really made it feel to them like this is it, like this is when I finally overcome this thing that's been present in my life for so long, this challenge, this, it's almost like this dark cloud that's been following them in some way. Like they know that there's something important about this connection that will lead them to the growth that's necessary for them to overcome some things that have been challenging for them for a really long time. So that's kind of like, that's the energy of the Major Arcana for me. it talks about huge life things. It talks about big transitions in our life, big energies, not so much the daily stuff. It talks about huge things. So these are things that could have been around for years and maybe even a lifetime. So there's definitely a strong energy present when it comes to this connection. I think that a lot of this has to do with this person's need to heal and really how this connection has impacted them when it comes to healing their hearts. Here's the thing. This person has been fighting for this connection, even if that fighting has been in silence, I'm hearing. So we open up with the Strength card, with this Fortitude card. This is really a card about sorry, there's some messages coming through. I'm trying to sort through and get this across because this person is on some sort of internal journey. It feels very, very internal. So the reason that message came through, even if it has been in silence, was the message, and I was trying to figure out exactly where that fits into this. The fighting that's been going on behind the scenes, I think is more than you might know, because this person might be fighting in silence, so to speak, and that's because this is an internal battle that they are fighting when it comes to this connection. They're on some sort of internal journey, and they've been battling a lot with their inner demons and with their past wounds. I think that both of you see this as something worth fighting for, which is another way that you're lining up. I think that your method for fighting for this connection might be a little bit different. They might be on kind of an inward journey, but their inward fight for this is just as important as any outer expression, because I think there's some stuff beneath the surface that needs to be healed, and that's the work that they're doing. They think so much about you, you're on their mind a lot, and I think a lot of the strength that they are drawing upon to get through some of this internal stuff is coming from you. They're really imagining a life with you, maybe even at times planning a future with you, or planning the next time they see you. They're planning the next steps. This Strength card is being supported by the Two of Wands, so they're looking forward. They're in planning mode, they're in figuring mode, and they're drawing upon the strength that you give them, the strength that this connection gives them, to kind of get them through, to push them forward, to keep them moving forward. It's like they have their eye on the prize. Yeah, it's the promise of this connection that gives them a lot of strength. And it's what makes them hopeful for the future, even though it looks like they have experienced a lot of loss, heartbreak, or some kind of difficulty in their life. A lot of it has felt like it was out of their hands with this Wheel of Fate, the Tower. A lot they haven't felt in control of. I think something fell apart in this person's life, and this could have been even before you met them, but something fell apart in this person's life, and there's some part of them that I think feels a little bit guarded and protective of themselves, and it's almost like they don't want to feel that way anymore. They want to have a connection with you. I think that guarding and protecting themselves was it was a viable defense mechanism for a while, and now I think some of this planning energy and this strength is that they want to be able to plan and to connect on that deeper level. They want to be able to have more. They want to invite more of everything that they want into their life. They want the connection. They want the love. They want all the things that they almost just sacrificed before. They almost willingly just decided that they would rather not go through the trouble. But something about this connection is making them rethink that. I think that they had to hold back a lot of their love for you for some reason. Something in their life was preventing them from being able to be as open with you as they wanted, and keeping them from giving you all the love that they wanted to. But it does feel like something was out of their hands, or something they felt was maybe out of their control in some way. This could be family issues. I'm also hearing they felt like their life was falling apart. So they may have gone through something in their life that they would describe as a complete destruction of their entire life. Now, I will say, in practical terms, that definition is a bit dramatic, but anybody who's been through a tower moment where something very essential and fundamental to your life is collapsing, and maybe even a couple of things at once, it will absolutely feel like that. So this person could have lost someone very special to them. They could have had something unexpected go on with their job, or had some family issues to work through. But they have definitely had a point in their life, and maybe even during the time that you've been in connection with this person, where they felt like everything was falling apart for them. They felt like some force was working against them, and like it was all doom and gloom, is what I'm kind of picking up on. I think that they know what it's like to lose everything. And it feels almost like they know what it's like to experience the extreme, like some extreme heartbreak or loss, or defeat in some way. So they know this. I think that's the issue here. They know what it's like to be extremely disappointed, and there's almost a feeling that they want to stall when it comes to this connection sometimes. With this Hanged Man energy, they want to hold back when it comes to this connection. I think it's because they know what's at stake here. They know how much they stand to lose because of the deep feelings that they have for you. And they don't want to experience that loss again. So it's like in the face of this tower, they replay something that has happened in their lives before. They replay some sort of scenario, and they feel like, I don't want to go down that path again. I'm going to hold back a little bit to avoid having to experience that kind of loss or that kind of heartbreak again. Yeah. The Hangman can also talk about delays that are out of this person's control. And with the Wheel of Fate card, yeah, we could be dealing with some things that are out of their control. So this could be delays in this connection that they have felt were kind of out of their hands. But yeah, there again with this Temperance card, the Temperance card just keeps coming up in every reading, and it's really about patience, patience when it comes to this connection. And what this person, it's showing me what this person has in mind ultimately, the Lovers supporting the Temperance card. So they want to bring some sort of balance, and they want to find this Lover's energy. This is divine counterpart energy. This is soulmate energy. They are patiently and diligently, I would say, working toward being able to express this full Lover's energy with you. So the way that this person feels about you is like you're everything. Like they get so scared to even explore this connection, because the idea of not having it is so scary to them that they would almost rather not have it sometimes, which I hope I'm saying that right, because it really doesn't make any sense, but it's just almost like they would rather play it safe and not get in too deep because of the fear of all of this. But that's not the place that they're staying. Like, that's not the place that they even want to stay. they're calling in this inner strength to get past this, but this is about healing. This is some kind of past wounding. If you've been with this person before, this could be a fear that they will lose you again. That's for some of you. The main energy that I'm picking up here is not so much that this past hurt has anything to do with this connection. I think it has to do with something that happened in their life before. But they're working their way out of this energy. They're calling on this inner strength, and they're planning. They're making plans to be with you, which is really scary for them, because every time they make a plan to be with you, they're reminded that everything could be taken away from them, that you could be taken away from them, that they could lose you, and they want to hold back a little bit to prevent that from happening. The lover's energy is what's on their mind. There's definite soulmate energy coming through with this reading, definite. So let's look at your oracle card and supporting tarot card. I shuffled this for you before, so we'll kind of see like how it ties into what we saw here. So we have the silver waterfall. This card, let's see, the silver waterfall. This card is about healing. It talks a lot about the polarity that is inside all of us, that sometimes we feel high, sometimes we feel low, sometimes we feel good, sometimes we feel bad. It's really talking about the fact that we have access to all of these varied emotions and emotional states, but because of basically, we have access to all of this because of all of the different life experiences that we've had. So we can kind of like, we can draw upon and access really happy feelings and memories, and we can also draw upon and access some not so happy stuff. Back to that tower energy. This card talks about seeking that balance, trying to find the balance so that we can let all of those things exist in us at the same time, because we are whole humans. You know, we are people who have experienced good and bad and ups and downs and happy and sad, and kind of letting all of that integrate and become a part of us, because it's all part of our experience, is the goal here, and it's the goal in the healing process. So I don't think that this could be more appropriate. Yeah, this person's working on doing a lot of healing, and there's something in their past that they want to overcome and to heal from. And I think that how they're viewing the connection now is they're trying to put that in perspective. They're trying to figure out where they can let those memories and that knowledge of something that was really painful for them, where they can let that live, because it's a part of them, but they don't want it to be the overwhelming majority of them. They don't want it to rule their life. They don't want it to rule every decision that they make. I'm just sitting here holding the clarifying card, and we kind of need to look at that, because this card is to clarify the silver waterfall. So let's see. Oh, the Three of Swords. Okay. I think I was on the right track. I think I was on the right track with that. So a little bit delayed, but yeah, the energy I think was already coming through with the silver waterfall. The Three of Swords is about heartbreak, it's about hurt, it's about disappointment. For me, in addition to being about all those things, it's always about healing, because we always naturally want to move toward a state that is not Three of Swords energy. We want to move toward a more healed state, a more at peace state. So this card always indicates some form of healing for me, even though it does highlight maybe some of the more painful aspects of life. So yes, this person is really working on lifting their vibration out of those painful and uncomfortable places, but it can be a struggle at times. Like, the hurt does still exist. It is still a part of them. So they're just working on integrating that. They're just working on, like, how do you build another tower when you are well aware that the foundation could crumble? like it could happen, you know? And how do we move out of a place of being afraid of the what ifs and move into a place of like, I'm gonna build the tower anyway, and I'm gonna create a life that makes me happy, you know, without fear. I'm not gonna create my life from a place of fear. I'm gonna create my life from a place of hope. So that's where they're moving to. Let's look at your Moonology Oracle card. We have a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Yay, I love that. We're over here next to the Lovers and the Temperance card. A little bit of patience, of course, because that was the one thing that needed to be a part of all of these readings. So a little bit of patience. But yes, this is, I like this idea of the win-win. I like the balance. I like the scales on this card, the Libra scales. I like all of this in this scenario. And the reason for that is I think that this card is referencing a win-win for both of you in this connection, that you're going to find that love, that peace, that happiness, that lover's energy. But also I think that there's a win-win happening within this person. There's a balance happening within this person. It's about like we were talking about, figuring out how to let those darker parts of us, you know, these experiences that aren't as pleasant, figuring out how to balance that out with all of the beauty that life has to offer, and let it all be a part of us. Let us be a person who knows, like who knows of the darker things and can still live in the light. That's the balance that this person is finding. So really, really beautiful. Let's get a couple of messages from your person and find out what they would say to you right now if they could. Are they not talking? Are you in separation and no communication? Okay, they're talking. Let's see. Oh, I love you unconditionally. It's that lover's energy. I will wait for a sign from you. This person is like giving me such sweet energy. Whoa. Oh, are you joking? I knew exactly what I was doing. That's another card that has come out in all three of the readings. So there is something very deliberate here as collective energy, along with this patience theme. Like, goodness, I'm gonna get another card because that card keeps coming out. But yeah, there's something, this person may have made a deliberate choice in some way, and I think in this case there is a deliberate choice to do this healing that was made. Let's get one more message for you if they want to talk. Yes. Finding out the truth crushed me. Okay. Something in this person's past was very, very difficult for them, which we've been talking about throughout this entire reading. So this could have been something that went on in a past relationship, or some kind of family issue. Something threw them for a little spin, a little twirl. It kind of disrupted things for them. And I think that kind of bouncing back from that has been a little bit challenging for them, but this is now the work that they're trying to do. So yeah, take that as it resonates. You might know exactly what went on in this person's life, and there might have been something that was revealed to them that absolutely crushed them and turned their life upside down. Yeah, let's look at your tea leaf cards, and then we'll wrap up your reading. So we actually got a month. You had April. So April might be significant to this connection in some way. And we have carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. I think we're dealing with a mental journey here. And Bow, you are highly thought of. Beautiful. Back to that kind of lover's energy. You're really important to this person despite whatever struggles they go through. You're really important to them. And they are on some sort of journey. And I do think it is a mental journey. It's a journey of healing, and it's an emotional journey. The funny thing about this is the Three of Swords to me is the ultimate card of merging that mental energy and the emotional side. So the Three of Swords, it's swords, so it's about mental energy, it's about the intellect, it's about sometimes thoughts that haunt us, but it's also about the heart, it's also about emotion. So yeah, I think that this really is a mental thing for them, but our emotions influence our intellectual bodies so much. They are so closely linked. So yeah, I think that that's really appropriate in this case. So I think that's all the messages I see for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and letting me read your cards. If you like this reading, don't forget to like it, leave me a comment down below and let me know about this whole scenario. This is really interesting energy came through. So if you want to tell a little bit about your story, if you know kind of like what this tower was, or let me know if this person's communicating right now or not, because I'm interested to know what's happening with this healing journey. So yeah, if you feel comfortable, leave some details down in the comments for me, and we can chat in the comment section. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can hang out with me again when I upload another video. You'll be notified and all that good stuff. Thank you so much again, and hopefully I'll see you in another reading really soon. Bye.